Come on, guys. All right.
I don't like using microphones. I think that's something I picked up from Master Sergeant. I don't know how I really follow Harold and Jezebel, especially two people that I looked up to in our OTC were those two. So they helped mold me along with the Master Sergeant when I was very young. But I'll try and add a little humor after that bit of heartfelt stuff. Me and Master Sergeant, we don't have that kind of mushy stuff, really. I have one story that I think of, and he reminds me of often when I see him. I was promoted to CO in my senior year in 2001. And, well, we weren't quite as successful as Harold likes to remind everyone. We were pretty good and we did really well. Emmett and I, in our class, we worked very hard and did really well. But, you know, towards the end of the year, we got a little lax. I got very lax on things and decided I didn't need to go to school very often. Except for ROTC. I would come to ROTC and then I would leave. And I did that maybe once or twice in a row, 2 days in a row maybe. And I managed to get myself into trouble while I was home, doing things that I should have waited maybe 3 years after graduating to do. So Master Sergeant comes and finds out after I get in trouble with Mr. Falco, and he comes and he gets about this close to my face, and then he grabs me by my collar, and I'm backing up as he's moving forward, and he keeps getting closer, and I keep trying to get away until I get against the wall. Then he gets me, and when I think I can't get any closer to the wall, throws me up into the wall, and I think my toes actually left the ground, and says, "What in the F did you think you were doing?" And I'm like, oh, jeez. And he's the only one, really, in school that struck fear in me like that, and you know, it was honestly one of those things where I didn't really care that he was mad at me. I cared more that he was like really disappointed to hear her. He's entrusted me with so much, to do so much, to lead, to set an example, to take his example and put it down onto the younger kids. And boy, did I just screw up. And it really was one of those. It's not that I'm mad at you. I'm just disappointed. And that got me even worse. But lessons I learned from Master Sergeant then and every day in my 4 years with him, I took with me through 4 years in the Marine Corps, where I had quite a bit of success and twice had the greatest honor I've ever had of leading Marines in combat in Iraq. And I came home to tell him, and will tell anyone, that I had some very good leaders that I was fortunate to serve with in Iraq, but in those 2 tours and in the 20-plus Marines that I led combined, each and every one of them came home in large part to the lessons that I learned at a very young age from Master Sergeant. So he's impacted not just us here, but great many lives outside of here, and those that don't even know him owe him.
Yeah.